Okay. Is this a good spot? Yeah? I can move if you want me to. Are you sure? Okay. I don't know why I've been so tired the past few days. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been really tired. I feel like I'm getting pretty good rest. Sleeping fine. Sometimes. And then I'll wake up like an hour before my alarm, which is... Why? Like, why am I doing that? And the worst part is that I can't even go back to sleep. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm feeling okay but tired. Do you get me? Yeah. Such is life. But yeah, how have you been? Feels like I haven't asked you that question in like a while. Yeah, so how have you been? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing. You know, people sometimes, and I really do mean that. Thank you for sharing. I was gonna say sometimes people make fun of me for saying that. The thank you for sharing. Like they'll give me a funny look. It's not that they don't like it or anything, but they'll just give me a funny look, and I'm gonna look at them and I'm thinking. I mean, what do you want me to say? I feel like I should thank you for sharing. So I don't know. I always say it, but sometimes people give me this funny look, and I think it's cute, but um, it's not gonna stop me from saying that. So genuinely, thank you for sharing. And I feel like I haven't said this to you in a while again, but I really am proud of you. I really am. Okay, you're giving me that look again. You know. You know that face. I mean it, I really do. I am so proud of you. Okay, yes, I'm not always here in your life and we're not talking to each other like every day, so on and so forth. But we don't have to. We don't have to do all that stuff for me for me to feel that I'm proud of you. I don't know. I feel like I don't need this grand reason to feel pride for you, and I just think you're doing a really good job. Okay, let me put it this way. For me personally, okay? When I talk to you, it feels great. I feel like I'm actually being listened to instead of having conversations with people and I just end up at the end feeling, huh, I asked a lot of questions, but they did not ask a lot of questions back, and I feel like I learned a lot about them, but they didn't really learn a lot about me. I don't get to feel that when I'm with you. And it's so nice. And for whatever reason, I end up talking a lot. And I talk about myself, and I talk about myself more than I usually do, like 100 times more than I usually do. And maybe that's too simple. I don't know, but it feels really nice. Like I feel like I'm having a real and genuine conversation when I'm with you. I laugh a lot more. I think a lot more. And yeah, we'll have some stupid conversations every now and then. But every now and then we talk about some pretty heavy stuff. And I'll always go back home thinking, my gosh, I feel like just the way I I think has changed because I talk to you. Don't let this get to your head, by the way. Your ego is through the roof. But I really do. I really do mean all of that. And that is something you should feel pride for. Because it's you. It's not everyone can say this about themselves. You know? So I'm really proud of you. A lot of people are, more than you probably think. It's funny because just a few days ago I was thinking, and I'm not lying here. I was thinking. Well, I was thinking about you first of all, but I was thinking specifically. I was thinking, how do I make them actually accept and understand all of the compliments that I'm giving? And I'm being serious, and I'm not saying, when you accept the compliment, but you're really just trying to you're trying to play into, I don't know, some kind of joke, and so that people shut up about complimenting you. And sometimes you'll accept the compliment, and I love that. But when I try to be a bit more real and a bit more genuine, which I know doesn't happen a lot, but when I try to do it and I really try to talk to you, and it doesn't even have to be a compliment. Sometimes I'm just talking and I'm trying to be honest, I guess. Sometimes I feel like it's difficult for all my words to reach you fully. And so I was thinking about that a few days ago. I think I was eating or something. Yeah, I was outside eating breakfast, and I started thinking that. And maybe I will never know the answer, maybe you won't ever know the answer. But I think the closest answer that I got was just thinking of being there. Yeah, being persistent. Standing next to you, sitting next to you, I guess. And just hammering away. Letting you know what I think until it drills into that thick skull of yours. And just being here. I feel like that's part of what this is. Yeah. Did you think it was pretty random? Oh, me inviting you to a random ride into the... I don't even know where we are. Yeah. Well, I meant for it to be random. I didn't really want to think about it too much. I just wanted to invite you because I know I wanted to talk to you. And I wanted to talk to you just face to face. Really no particular reason. Well, of course, I miss you too, I guess. You are so obnoxious. You are very obnoxious. Okay, whatever. I give up. I give up. Yeah, I do. I do miss you, and I enjoy talking to you, like I said. And I feel like it's part of my calling at this point to to make you feel just a little bit better about yourself. Well, that's what I do. You know, it's just me. Just comes naturally to me. I'm just really nice like that. This is really nice, though. I don't know. It's a nice vibe. When I was thinking about you, that same breakfast, I don't know what was up that day, but I was thinking about you, and I started thinking back on this thing that my dad said, like a long, long time ago. He told me, whenever you're scared, and I'm being serious here, whenever you're scared, whenever you're nervous, whenever you make a really, really big decision and you're not sure, start thinking of a person that you feel like can make that decision, that wouldn't be scared, that wouldn't be nervous. Maybe you're giving a public speech. Maybe you're giving some kind of presentation. Maybe you're diving off a cliff. Think of one person that you feel would be brave at that point in time, that would be strong, that would make a decision, or maybe not even a decision, that would just be, that would be there. And when I started thinking about that, again while I was eating breakfast, all I could think of was you. I'm not kidding. All I could think of was you. I don't know if it was because I had a meeting that I was telling you about a few days ago. Maybe it was because I was nervous of that. But I just kept thinking about you. Yes, you're not perfect. Yes, you're not up to your standard every day, every hour, every second. But from all the times that I've talked to you, from all the times that I've just been around you, I could not think of anyone else. It was just so clear to me. Which is so weird because, I don't know, maybe when my dad first told me this, I would think of different people for different situations, and of course I still think that. But nowadays, I just find myself thinking of you. It just makes me feel really lucky that I met you. Genuinely. I really do feel lucky. Just the other day, I was playing Pokemon, and there was this really hard battle that I was in. Can you stop giving me that look, please, when I mention Pokemon? You know how much this means to me, okay? Can we please? Okay, you want me to talk about something else? Something other than Pokemon? That's what I thought. So let me talk about Pokemon. You just sit there, okay, doing your thing, listening to me, and I'm gonna talk about my Pokemon. Okay, I was in a Pokemon battle. I know. I'm playing competitive Pokemon, okay? I'm battling against other people. And I was upset. Okay, I'll be the first to admit. I was upset. I kept losing a lot of games, and I was genuinely upset. I don't know why. It was to the point where it was ruining my day. And I was thinking, what would I was thinking, what would you do in this situation? What would you do? What move would you click? How would you predict the opponent's move? And then I started thinking some more. Now I'm way better at them at Pokemon. Yeah, you know, I'm just a natural and I'm the best and I'm the greatest Pokemon trainer of all time. So I stopped thinking about something Pokemon specific and I started thinking, you know, maybe some days they would keep going and then they would be upset, but they would probably just put down the game. Relax, just think, and stop being so upset. And I know, now that I say it, it sounds really stupid, but it's not just... It was the first example I thought of, okay? But it applies, and I think that way every now and then, and it actually does help. I'll think to myself, what would you say? What would they do and how would they carry themselves in this situation? And maybe, yes, I'm thinking of the best version of yourself, but that's not a crime. I'm allowed to think of the best version of yourself, and the only reason I know that this is the best version of yourself is because I know the other versions of yourself. I know when you're down, I know when you feel like you're not, again, up to your standard. I know when you're feeling upset. I know when you're feeling sad. And I've had the fortune of being around all those different versions, and that allows me to know when you're at your best. At least in my eyes. At least from my perspective. All of this is to say that you've helped me a lot. Honestly, just by existing. I mean, you heard the story. So thank you. I really do appreciate you just being weird, I guess. Enough to where I think about you a lot. Yeah. Thank you. So I hope you can think of me in the same way. Maybe not to the same extent. But just keep me in your thoughts. Maybe when you play Pokemon, you start thinking, what would be the best move in this situation? What would they think? What would they do in this situation? Because, they're just the greatest Pokemon trainer of all time. I am here desperately wanting you to put your shoulders down. At least when you're around me. You can relax a little, And maybe talking to me gives you a little bit of a break from your own thoughts, from your own arguments with yourself. And I just hope that you can rely on me. And honestly, other people in general. Much the same way other people rely on you. It must be really tiring. I figured. That's why I'm here. Hopefully to make it a little less tiring. I don't like seeing you tired. Truth be told. I mean, I get why you're tired, and I think it's very valid. I just don't like it sometimes. I feel like you don't get to really rest. And even when you're resting, something tells me you're still thinking about a lot. It's pretty obvious. That's why I want to be here. I like listening to you talk. I like hearing about the next thing that you're watching or thinking of or reading or whatever. And I just want to hear what goes on your mind sometimes. You've just been so kind to people. You've been listening a lot. I mean, I've just been talking here pretty much this whole time. So I really love it when you talk. And when I get to know something about you. Something new or something more. It's so fun. And it makes me enjoy you all the more. So you can put your head on my shoulder sometimes. If you want to. Oh, well, I mean, I would suggest that you do it right now if you wanted, but there's kind of this thing between us. I don't know if you can just, like, stretch all the way and I could, like, lean towards you. I don't know. Um, I mean, we could go to the back seat and we could sit there. I am pretty comfortable, though. And you look pretty comfortable, too. Yes, I'm a little lazy to stand up. Okay? Have to step like 3 times on the ground for me to get to the back seat. That's a lot. Okay. As a compromise, would you like to hold my hand? We haven't done this in a long time. Okay. May I hold your hand? Please? You know, for someone so hard to read sometimes, you can be awfully simple. What I mean is that it's pretty easy to tell what you want sometimes. And I like that about you. You're doing really good. I am so proud of you. Of who you were and who you've become. And who you'll be. You are so beautiful and handsome and charming, kind, witty, smart, and you just have a good read on people. I really do try to learn from you. I think about all the things that I appreciate about you. And I try to learn from all those things. And I feel like I've become a better person just because I'm trying to be like you a little bit more. So thank you for that. And I hope you can thank yourself for that too. I'm proud of you. Okay? I am so, so proud of you. I'm proud that you woke up. I'm proud that you went to sleep. I'm proud that you said yes when I asked you to go on a car ride with me to the middle of nowhere. And I'm proud of you for still trying, for still fighting. You really do inspire me. And I thank you for that. Okay. I think you're getting a little sleepy. It's okay. You can go to sleep. I'll be right here. Okay? Do you want me to keep holding your hand? Yeah? Okay. I will. I'm right here. Sleep tight.